Hey everyone, welcome to Mythology Explained. The topic of this video is Khepri, the god of the rising sun in Egyptian mythology, which, in certain traditions, connected him to the very first sunrise in the primordial past, the infant sun rising from the waters of noon or from the primordial lotus. As the sunrise personified, Khepri was depicted in many forms. The core of his appearance was the scarab beetle. He could be shown plainly as a beetle, as a beetle-headed hawk or vulture, or as a beetle-headed man, the man usually seated on a throne or aboard the boat on which the sun god made his way through the underworld each night. Some depictions even combined elements of all three, such as a man with the head of a beetle who also had wings for arms. It is believed that Khepri was depicted as a scarab beetle because of the parallel between pushing dung balls and the movement of the sun. Just as beetles move dung balls around, so it was that Khepri moved the morning sun. But where beetles use their back legs, Khepri was depicted pushing the sun with his front legs. A subtle anthropomorphization. Humans tend to use their hands as the point of contact when they push. Furthermore, in addition to being mobile sources of food, dung balls are also used as breeding chambers. They are buried and eggs are laid in them, adult beetles, though not fully grown, later emerging. This relates to Khepri in a number of ways. Bugs spring forth from the ground as the sun seemingly rises up from the edge of the world. New life suddenly appears, similar to how the soul transcends the body after death. And in general, it's a phenomenon that encapsulates the concept of change, which is integral, in an overarching sense, to Khepri's mythology, as we'll see. His name derives from Khepr, an ancient Egyptian word meaning to become or to be transformed. A person's life was thought of as an elaborate sequence of Khepru, changes or transformations: birth, life, death, infancy to old age, animation to decomposition, corporeal to spiritual, etc. His general association with change, as well as his return each morning, made him relevant to afterlife rituals. He was invoked to help facilitate the transformation from mummified corpse to Ak, which was the fully realized spirit that lived on in the afterlife. With the assistance of his power, it was thought that people would rise again in the spirit world as he rose again each morning. Testament to his importance in this respect is the Scarab amulet. No other was more popular in ancient Egypt, millions of them made over thousands of years. Though the focus of this video is on Khepri, to understand him and how he fits into Egyptian mythology, we have to understand Ra, who is cardinal and complex, and his daily arc across the sky. Ra is the sun god in Egyptian mythology. He's the sun itself, its complete embodiment. But there's a lot more to him than that. The ancient Egyptians had a proclivity for combining gods into composite gods. The gods they compounded had expanded spheres of influence, the power and purview of their constituents amalgamated into yet greater entities. The most elaborate meldings mixed up to 3 gods, 3 seeming to be the limit. One such god is Ptah Sokar Osiris. This compound deity blends the attributes of Ptah, a demiurge and the god of craftsmen, Sokar, the god of the Memphite necropolis, and Osiris, the god of the afterlife and resurrection. In doing this, whisking gods together, none was more frequently involved in these divine admixtures than Ra. Often he was combined with creator gods, atum-ra and amun-ra, 2 of the best known examples. Both Atum and Amun were self-engendered creator deities. Combined with Ra, they became even greater than they were before. The creator aspect united with the solar aspect, the creators and sustainers of life. Where Ra could be combined with other gods to form yet greater gods, so too could this work the other way. Ra was broken down into various subordinate aspects, which were then represented by other gods. This is where Khepri comes in. While Khepri was the god of the rising sun, this didn't mean that the rising sun was separate from Ra. Ra was the sun, the totality of it, but at the same time the sun, as it arced across the sky each day, was personified differently at different times. Khepri was the rising sun. Ra-horakhty, the fusion of Ra and Horus, was the triumphant midday sun, and Atum, with whom Ra was joined as atum-ra, was the evening sun. Together, these three gods accounted for Ra's daytime journey, his rise in the morning, his zenith, the peak of his power, and his setting in the evening. At night, he passed on to the underworld, where he would unite with Osiris, their nightly union reinvigorating Ra so that he could be reborn, metaphorically speaking, and rise again the next day. Though Ra had 3 daytime incarnations, the relationship between Khepri and Atum was especially significant, the two serving as a multifaceted dichotomy. Khepri associated with the sunrise, the morning, rising, youth, and birth. Atum associated with the sunset, the evening, setting, maturity and agedness, and death. Together they were almost like grandson and grandfather, that special bond where one is just beginning, the other in the final stage of their life. At Heliopolis, Atum Khepri was worshipped as a unified god, embodying the array of transformative stages the sun underwent each day. And that's it for this video. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.